Hi, my name is Matthew Good, and well, I guess considering we've been playing together all longer than the Matthew Good Band existed, you could call us the Matthew Good Band, really. So, if we could change our name, we'd change it to Science.
Yeah, you are.
That would be our band.
And Progress.
Yeah, Science and Progress would be our band name. Process of writing decades. What it means. It was the first song I wrote for the record. And I demoed it, and I'd been listening to a lot of Joy Division. And it's just that song for me is just a reflection on how long I've been doing this, I guess.
Yeah.
And yeah.
An homage to our roots.
It is pretty much.
You know what I mean?
Well, it is because it very much is. I mean, when we started doing it in the studio, it's pretty much, and we'd all talked about it beforehand, right? How we were going to, and with Warren, how we were going to approach it from, you know, very much an original new wave standpoint, you know?
The guitars got pretty police at one point too. You brought that up the other day. I remember bringing that back a bit.
It was nice to hear that.
Yeah.
I mean, we officially didn't have a jazz chorus.
There was no JC-120.
Yeah, there was no JC-120.
So you couldn't really do it, but it was close.
Yeah, exactly.
As close as you can get.
We would have totally done it if it was, So, yeah.
Flip the chorus, little switch on.
But no, it's good. It was one of those songs, I think. Did you do, how much of that off the floor did you do with the Bow on the Beds?
We did all of that off the floor, and then we doubled the guitar after.
Yeah, that's what it's on. Yeah, okay. Because mine's got that 16th delay, so I did it later, right?
Yeah.
So so it was pretty down and dirty, really. That song, it's which is great. What are our personal favorite decade?
The next decade's going to be my personal favorite. Yeah.
You know, that's a really hard question to answer. I mean, because obviously, I mean, we've all been doing this for a long time. We were just talking. I think we added it up, and it's over like 109 years combined, or something like that, professionally. So, I don't know. I mean, I think you always go back to the decade in which you kind of were your formative years and impacted you, and maybe the decade before that too. I mean, I can remember. Everyone going to see Led Zeppelin in '79 at Pacific Coliseum and all coming home with Zeppelin shirts and being totally jealous. They all had those blue shirts with the, with the Zoso swan on and stuff. But, I don't know. I mean, I think maybe with the exception of Blake. No, definitely Blake's in there. But I think the '80s, I think, is what we all have to say was.
For listening to music, absolutely.
No, I mean, what form? You have everything really in there, right?
Yeah, like the 80s for sure.
Yeah. Everything from the Replacements
Talk, Prince,
U2, Replacements,
Cure.
Yeah. Right? Pixies.
Yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
Yeah, so there's so much. I mean, you can go from that to Dead Can Dance to This Mortal Coil to. I mean, there's so much. Killing Joke. I mean, every Bauhaus to everyone. New Order.
The for sure.
Yeah, the. So for us, it was that decade. And then that was all the bands in that decade that really, in a lot of ways, didn't get their due that influenced what happened in the 90s, right?
Yeah.
So, but, yeah.
Very influential for all of us.
Yeah, hugely. I mean, everyone from Billy Bragg to, I mean, the list is bloody endless. Kate Bush.
Kate Bush.
Yeah, Joe Jackson. I mean, the list is huge. I think that the one thing we wish to accomplish in the following decade is to try to remain maybe as sore as we are now when we get off stage, as opposed to being even more so.
Yeah.
The hospitalizations on tour and that sort of thing, like what happened with you.
With my ankle, my bum ankle the last tour.
Your ankle went.
We joke around a lot of times about how we'll get on stage eventually and we'll all be in like lazy boy chairs and maybe somebody with an oxygen tank or something.
Yeah,
and if that happens, hopefully people still come out.
Yeah.
They might be in the same boat. You never know.
It'll all be wheelchair accessible by that point, guys.
Yeah, so it might come down to that. But I don't know, being on stage is a weird way of making you 10 years younger, So like in rock years, like I'm 179. So when I get on stage, it kind of, in rockers it's different. So I'm like about 144.
Yeah, it's like dog years.
Right. But
continue to make music.
Yeah, well, we'll make more records. I mean, that's what we do, right? I mean, we make records. And we'll just keep making records, really. I mean, I got nothing else planned.
Yeah, I got nothing else either.
You guys, anything?
Nothing. I got nothing else.
nothing.
I was like,
That's
make
about
some
it.
music,
That's
cook
about
some
it.
food,
Yeah.
drink a little wine. That's
pretty
the
much
life.
that's pretty much what we do.
It's a good life.
This life is a great life if it doesn't kill you first.